Hello, good morning. I am Jury Speaks, and this is my survivor story of childhood molestation and rape. Rape at the age of 11 and 15. The earliest memory I have is about 3.5, 6 years old, 8 years old, and the trauma deepened when I turned 9, 10, and 11 on that cold morning when a family friend took me out of my bed and took me into the bathroom and laid me on a cold floor and raped me. I was traumatized. I wasn't myself. I felt hollow inside. When this happened, I resided in Compton, California. It's something that took my innocence away. I was no longer joyful. I became mean-spirited. I became distant with everyone, even my older siblings that noticed a change in me, but I resisted on telling them due to the mere fact of just certain things were placed in my head. If I told, then he would kidnap me and harm my family. So when I got to the age of 12 years old, I ended up telling my mother, and I was sent away to my older sister's house while my abuser was able to reside in the same household as her, my mother. So this left me with questions, scars, and as I got older, left me with complications of conceiving a child. From the age of 11, maybe until 16, the disease, chlamydia, laid dormant in my tubes, and they corroded, which caused me to really be mad. At the age of 15, I was sitting at the bus stop, and I was out late at night coming from a friend's house, and a black car stopped, circled around, and dragged me in the car. And I was at a park, and I was raped by 2 African American men. That left me feeling unsafe, unsure of where I was going to go mentally in the comforts of my mind. Didn't tell anyone, held that in for many, many years. Backpedaling to getting chlamydia. I got pregnant at the age of 21 for the first time. Wasn't in the best relationship, but wanted my child. I made it to my 10th week when they told me that they wanted to disengage the pregnancy. I don't believe in abortion, so I didn't consent to taking the pill. A few more weeks passed by, and they told me that it was either my life was in jeopardy or the child's life. I didn't understand why they were saying this. When it came to the conclusion of my fallopian tubes being corroded, I really was at a standstill, like, okay, I really couldn't do the normal things of a woman. I really couldn't do just stuff. So I had to make that choice because it was an ectopic pregnancy, and due to that, it lay dormant and it wasn't enough time to fix anything. That played on my heart, that played on my mind psychologically. I had suicidal thoughts. I was at a dark place in my life. because I felt like I wasn't protected. I felt as though I should have been more protected in my home growing up. But today I don't live in that space. Today I live in a space where I have the freedom to choose to be a voice for myself and also for women. I want to encourage every heart that has been through violence of rape and childhood molestation, that there is hope. Your tears won't always signify that of a victim, because you can overcome and survive what your abuser puts you through. You just have to place one hand in the other and one foot in front of the other and make strides. No one can tell you how to heal quickly or slowly. You have to take every moment that you have and treat it as precious gold. Because when your voice is silent, you leave others' voices silent. Please find the strength to overcome what you think you can't. Get into a local group. Make sure that you are advocating for yourself daily by not hiding in your room, by not coping with alcohol or recreational drugs to soothe your pain. Make sure that you are brave enough to disengage from those thoughts of ending your life because the pain is so great. Take root of the problem in prayer. Make sure that you are getting the fulfillment out of your life. Do not give any more life to your past, to what has happened. It's time for your voice to speak, because you've been waiting for so long to get those tears into a message of your own. You have to realize that your beauty doesn't end because you are abused. Your beauty doesn't end because there's complications with something inside of your biological system, as far as probably the way you may or may not be able to conceive. That doesn't make you less of a woman. The way you may or may not be able to have a regular bowel movement due to the fact that your body probably wasn't developed to do certain things. I'm a witness to that. You may feel like when you look in a mirror, like they destroyed your beauty or the positivity that you once carried. You can regain that. You may or may not feel like dressing up because you don't want to draw attention to the wrong things, but I want to encourage you, you can still dress beautifully and still know that after all this pain is healed, God will bless you with someone that will love you past anything that you ever been through, because you deserve that. You deserve to have a normal life. You deserve to outweigh the pain with happiness. You deserve not to be criticized because you thought it was your fault or you thought something that happened came back to you as karma. No, you are the essence of beauty. You are the essence of God's heart. And what the enemy wants to try to get you to believe is that you will never leave out that dark place. But I'm here to tell you that you can and you will. Please visit Rain.com for more information. This video is not sponsored by Rain, but I know that there are a great resources to survivors. So visit RAINN.com. For more resources, you can go to mendthevow.com, click on the About tab, and read my story to better learn about me, Jeray Speaks. I hope that this message has enlightened you, has given you a drive to stand back up, and that will get you to heal, not halfway, but all the way. God bless.